go. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to a new video. My name is Spencer Berke. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today we're out here doing a feature film on a car that you may recognize, but it's a little bit different. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Good. We're back again.
We're back.
This car looks completely different from the last time we were here.
Yeah.
Let's start off. What was the first thing you changed after the video? Because we did the video exactly a year ago.
We did, yeah.
And now the car does not look like the same car at all.
So I took it to SSR again, and we just did a complete overhaul. We did the wrap, cage, painted, coils, and then the wheels.
Now on this new setup, what suspension are you running?
Bilstein B16.
And have you had other suspension before that?
No.
What's your opinion on the suspension setup?
Fantastic. I have nothing bad about it to say. It's Damptronic, so it works with the EDC. You know, if I just turn off the EDC, it's soft and, you know,
Gotcha.
bouncy. In M mode, planted.
That's
Love
perfect
it.
then. So you have the best of both worlds then.
Yeah.
You did a set of E88s.
I did.
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you. My dream wheels.
I feel like that's the most baller wheel for a lot of people. Or I guess if you want to call it a dream wheel. What are the specs on this if you don't mind sharing?
They're slicer spec, so they're 9.5 in the front and then 10.5 in the rear.
Okay, and then what tire setup?
PS4s, Michelin. 265 in the front and then 285 in the rear.
And did you have any other tires before this?
Are they Hankook Evo 12s? I had those, they were good, but as soon as those started to get bad, I hopped on the PS4s, and that's what my last wheels were on, and then I fell in love with them, so I knew I had to have them on these.
So when you changed over to these tires, did you notice a big difference?
I would say so, for more the daily aspect. They're great in the canyons, great to daily, I mean.
You daily this car?
I do, yeah.
How long is your commute?
35 miles, so essentially 80 round trip.
Wow, that's a lot of miles, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go around to the back here. So you added the GTS wing, right?
I did.
What do you think of that?
I love it. I hated it for the longest time, to be honest. Every time I would see it, I just didn't like it. I thought it looked ridiculous. But the more I saw it, the more I learned about the car, I guess. I appreciated it. I just had to take like a leap of faith to put it on my car. And as soon as I put it on my car, saw it rolling, I was like, damn, that looks good.
You're happy with it then?
I am. I know people still hate it. I don't care what people think. I enjoy it, so I like it.
As long as you like it, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Because I run the same wing too, and I noticed at first when I saw it like a long time ago, it's like, why do people have that wing? But then you understand like the heritage behind it and the history, and then I noticed the biggest difference was the downforce when you're actually driving. Do you feel a difference with it?
I did. As soon as I took the first on-ramp with it on, I could feel that it was more planted, and then I could kind of feel it like around 65 miles an hour.
So then you also did the wrap on the car. What wrap is this?
This is E90 Khaki green. This is a super gloss version.
What was the inspiration behind it? Because it's definitely a unique color.
There's a guy on Instagram, I think it's AR Motorworks, his Porsche. This same style wheel with the color, and I thought that just looked amazing, and thought I'd throw that on a BMW.
What was your first thought when you saw it after it was wrapped?
The fact that it doesn't have orange peel compared to other companies was the biggest like shock to me. I mean, if you look at it, it looks like paint. People always ask me if it's paint just due to the fact that there's no orange peel.
So I'm assuming you're pretty happy with it.
I love it. I'm super sad to see it go.
Speaking of that, this car gets parted out in like an hour.
Less than an hour.
Less than an hour. What's the reason behind doing that? So you're selling the car?
I'm selling the car.
Okay.
I'm partying it out just because I could get more bang for my buck, I guess. But I'm selling the car just due to my commute. I want to get something more practical, so hopping in a Model 3 Performance.
That's going to be a huge transition for you.
Super big transition.
You're going to be like flooring it and waiting for like the bangs and the pops. Like, never mind.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
I'm going from obnoxiously loud to completely quiet.
Well, I'm sure that your neighbors will like you more.
Definitely.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I noticed is that you had a custom interior made. And color matched. Can we see that, please? I noticed that you went all out with this setup.
So the seats are Recaro pole positions. I had those paint matched to the wrap, so they're not wrapped actually, and it looks identical to the wrap. LTMW took care of that. Went ahead and wanted to do some custom upholstery, and if you take a look to the front, was kind of GT3 inspired, I would say, with Alcantara and leather. Have laser etched little Easter eggs on it down here. Have a BB.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice that.
These aren't getting sold. I'm keeping these. If I throw them in a Tesla, I'll do that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Right?
That's a nice little tribute to the car.
If not, I'll turn them into some cool office chairs, but these aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was a little bit pricey, so you want to hold on to them.
It was pricey, and just the fact of they're completely custom. They're mine, you know.
As far as the tune on it, what do you have?
Still running the same boom tune.
Still the same one.
Same one. Constantly gotten questions of what is the boom tune, but it's RK Tunes. I don't think it's actually called the boom tune.
I made that up. That was for a YouTube video. Everyone hit me up, like, I saw the boom tune, they're like, dude, that's just for YouTube clicks. It's not actual name of it. But I guess, I mean, it got people to watch it, and that video kind of kicked off a lot of the feature films. What exhaust is on it?
Now it's a full Bombas exhaust, so I have the race X pipe. Last time I had the Mach Schnell X pipe. How
do you like that setup?
It's deeper, so it has more of a growl to it, rather than the Mach Schnell was more high pitch, I thought.
What cage are you running?
Studio RSR. It's just their bolt-in half cage.
Wasn't it blue before?
It was blue.
Okay.
Yeah. So had to take it out and get it painted to match the new look.
You did the rod bearings, right?
Rod bearings, yeah.
When did you do those?
2.5 years ago, 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
A while ago, before the car was even touched.
Was that the first thing you did?
That was the first thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Preventative.
What headlights do you have?
These are Bay Optics. These are the DTM. Last time I messed up.
I remember that.
These are the full rings with the carbon switchbacks. I truly think these were the best option I did. It really adds a facelift to the car and makes it look less dated, I would say.
What front lip is that?
This is Palm Performance GT4, and then all the carbon is still Palm Performance.
And then what side skirts do you have?
Palm Performance.
Okay, so represent. How about, do you have a diffuser?
A diffuser is, it's RW carbon. I forget the name of it, but it's the only one I noticed that doesn't like fill in this area, adds some more aggression to it. I used to have the one that you have, where it's just in the middle, so I change it up.
This fills it out a little bit more.
It does, yeah.
Do you have the problem with your cup holders?
No.
They work perfectly?
Look at this.
Dude.
It's amazing.
Oh, I'm so jealous, bro. I'm so jealous. I literally have had some people DM me and they're like, dude, I have cup holders for you, and they have the same issue too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I just, just gotta finesse it sometimes.
See, I guess I just pound on. I don't mean to. If you don't mind me asking, how many miles are on this car?
It's just about to click over to 119.
119.
Yeah.
When you sell this car, what's the thing you're gonna miss the most?
Driving aspect of it. It's super, like, you feel so connected to it, and it's way more mechanical versus like newer cars. I noticed like they kind of drive for you. You're driving the car. So that's probably going to be the biggest thing I'm going to miss, other than the exhaust note. You know, hopping in the Tesla, I'm going to have nothing.
It's going to be a change for you.
Yeah.
What would you like in the future as far as like a sports car? Maybe after your Tesla or with your Tesla?
I want my upgrade to be a GT3 or a GT3 RS.
I feel like a lot of BMW guys are on that same page.
Yeah, that's kind of the only next car that drives like these do.
This is the final goodbye.
This is the final goodbye.
What kind of emotions do you have right now? Like, it's probably going to hit you when you drop it off.
It is, yeah. When I drive away from SSR is when I'm going to feel it. I don't want to say I'm like bummed to see it go. I am. I'm sad to see it go, but like it's a weight lifted off my shoulders in a way. It's a smarter decision for me, I think.
Do you feel like you got the most out of the car?
Definitely. Got it at 45,000 miles.
Really? So you drove it a lot then?
Drove it a lot.
That's really cool.
No problems, other than, just normal wear and tear that you'd get from a 2011 with that many miles.
Thank you for being on our previous feature film, and now the first follow-up one. If anyone wants to ask you questions, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Bizarre Brady. Starting to transition away from the car stuff, so I don't know if we'll be seeing too much from that.
Well, I'm sure that people appreciate the last video and this one.
I appreciate you having me back, bro.
Of course, man. Thank you so much for doing this.
Of course.
I think I asked you this last time. Do you ever get sick of the pops and bangs? Dude, they're so much fun.
With this one, I can make it pop and bang on the upshift.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't do that before, could you?
You had to like build up.
This is the life of owning slammed cars. You have to do this everywhere. So you can control the pops how you want with throttle.
With throttle, yeah.
Okay.
So if I wanted to go on an upshift, I just upshift and let out the gas, and then it'll drop the RPMs and then pop.
One thing I've noticed is that when you do the downshifts, you can feel like the pops going through the car.
Yeah.
It's not just behind you,
no,
like, it goes through the whole car.
Yep.
That's insane. You think that tunes and like that kind of stuff is just for sound, but when you actually feel it, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
It feels like flames are just shooting out the back of your car.
And for the most part, all the pops are a little flame.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so. You can feel it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You can feel those so much. I agree. That's how I was. Thank you again.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Diariamente pues mi mente ha sido duplicar.